Alright, now that my computer works, let's look at some entitled parents. So if you do enjoy, please like and subscribe, and let's see how bad this can get. Entitled mum wants me to give her child a free iPhone XR. So, I really wanted to get an iPhone XR for some time. So I got a part-time job and saved up to get one. Then, one day, I finally get enough. So, I quit my part-time job and go buy one. At the shop, I noticed that an entitled kid was crying how he wanted some phone or something. Then, the entitled mum takes a look at me exiting the store happy with my new phone. Then, she whispers something into EK's ear, then EK comes running towards me and I stop. Big mistake. He asks me what I have in the bag. I tell him something I spent time and energy to get. He asks me if he can have it. I say no. Then, I see him crying and running back to entitled mum. Then, I see entitled kid and entitled mum coming towards me. By now, we are both way outside of the store. She eventually catches up to me at the bus stop because I was going to take the bus. She starts yelling, "What did you do to my son?" And I say nothing. I just won't let him have my expensive phone and I had been waiting for days. She then starts yelling how I don't deserve it and entitled kid does since he's been so good lately. Entitled kid, still crying, tries to take it by pulling on the bag. So, me, who thought ahead and already took the phone out of the bag with the charger and headphones, just let him have it. Entitled kid and entitled mum then calmed down. And entitled mum said, "Well, thank you, young man." They both leave, and the bus came, and I got on it. Then, I think the entitled mum realised the phone wasn't in the bag because on the bus, while it's moving, I hear a yell, "You shit!" So yeah, outsmarted her and entitled kid. Guess it helps to go to university. I felt really relieved when I got home with no entitled mum or entitled kid, and yeah, I dodged a very annoying situation. This brings me joy. Alright, he not only tricked them into thinking they got what they want, they left him alone, and he peacefully got on the bus, and he could hear from the bus moving that they had no chance in hell of stopping him, and that they just realized they didn't get what they want. That is what every entitled parent deserves, and my heart is now filled to the brim with joy. It's also a really dumb argument. My son's been really good. Why does my son not get extra time on his exams? My mate, who we'll just call F, has something wrong with his hands, so he cannot write for longer than about 20 minutes. So when it comes to exams, he often gets extra time allowed, or a scribe at his discretion. So, end of year exams roll around, and most people go into the sports hall. However, F goes up to what our school calls the Raising Achievement Center, RA. The exams start, and he gets about 25% extra time, as outlined by his education plan or whatever it's called. Entitled kid thought this was completely unfair, even though he finished within 45 minutes of the exam and slept the other 45. Guessing he told this to his mum, and she went up to the school. From what F told me, this is what I understand. The conversation took place in RA, to the exams officer, who is EO. Entitled mum, "Can you explain to me why these lot get extra time and my son does not?" Yeah, all the people here have a plan that says they get extra time, a scribe or a Chromebook. So what? Give my son the time too then. No, he has nothing wrong with him. I'll give you something wrong. Consider this a warning. EM took someone's paper and tore it in half. Now, this kid is not able to process thoughts really, and I'm not sure what it was he has. I think it was autism or ADHD. He started bawling. Entitled mum walked out with a huff feeling unsatisfied. By the way, entitled kid acts like this all the time. He gets out of doing homework by making his mum call the school, he broke a window, and because his mum made a storm, they didn't have to pay. If most people didn't pay, my school would take them to court. Why are just, entitled parents, where are the brain cells going? Do they just all band together to some meeting where they smash their heads against the wall and eventually they've lost so many brain cells that they just all think in the same way as each other and it's all stupid? It's in my house, I can open whatever I want. I recently graduated from college with my bachelor's degree in supervision and management. My actual diploma to put into booklet had come around the beginning of this week. I hadn't opened it yet, so I set the envelope on top of the booklet to take care of later. Today, after my mum got home and out of the shower, I see/hear her messing with something in my room. I go in there to see that she has the envelope and has opened it to see the diploma. The conversation is as follows. Who told you to open that? Child, bye. You're playing around. I want to see this thing. But that's my mail. It's in my house. I'll open whatever I want. She's joking about it at this point. I don't remember what I said in response to this, but it resulted in her saying, "Don't get smart with me, little girl." She still likes to call me a little girl. A child. Everything boils down to her being able to do and say whatever she wants. However she wants, because it's her house and she's the one that pays the bills. As far as she's concerned, I'm just a child. She also pulls out the obligatory, if you don't like it, then move out. She came into the kitchen to throw the envelope away while ranting about how it isn't that big of a deal and to get off my high horse. She then has the nerve to say, "You're about the pettiest person I've ever had to deal with." I cannot stand when she says this because she's ironically just as petty as she makes me out to be. But God forbid, I get into a shouting match with her over this without her threatening me and ranting on more and more about how disrespectful I am. She came back in the kitchen to make herself some tater tots, and I told her that just because it's her house doesn't mean she can go through whatever she wants. She argues back saying she can and that I can, again, just move out and pay rent somewhere. Of course you would say that. You're just toxic. You better watch your smart ass mouth, thinking you're grown. I wanted to open the diploma myself, first. It isn't fair that she took it upon herself to take my stuff and open it like that without even bothering to ask me. Not like that's ever going to happen. I'm so pissed. Alright, well, the rest becomes a rant to this person's mother. I feel so bad for people that aren't entitled and have entitled parents, and that should have been something that definitely was for her, if you think about it. Like, going through all of that effort and finally getting, like, the one thing that shows you what your effort is led up to, and, like, being able to open it first time, and, like, it's just such a satisfying thing to be able to do. And her mum's just gone and taken it and done it herself, and then it's like, oh, it's my house, why? What are you talking about? Like, this bothers me. This bothers me a lot, but that's what entitled parents do, so why am I complaining? Entitled mum doesn't like my clothes, she wants them. I was walking down the street by a park in my neighborhood. It was sort of chilly out as it was 11 AM. I had a black Leningrad Cowboys, old Finnish band, shirt on my back with my black jacket that's covered in patches. I was exercising my dog because he's kind of chonky and minding my own business. I see a woman and a child walking towards me. They are minding their own business, but the woman had the look. I decided to hope for the best and walk past. But as I'm about to pass her, she says, "Stop. Is there a problem, ma'am?" "What are you wearing?" "Band shirt?" The shirt features a good bit of communist imagery, like a red star and hammer and sickles. It has communism on it. Why are you exposing kid to that? The kid had his headphones in, and was playing a game on her phone. He just glanced up and saw me, no further interaction. With all due respect, I can wear whatever I want, thanks. I don't even think your kid cares. Hitler was a communist. You are supporting Hitler. He killed billions of people. K cares, look. Kid looks up, then back down at the phone. My dog was actually visibly scared of this woman. If I'm being honest, that's not what happened. And you don't control what I wear, lady. Could you move, please? I had tried to push past her or walk around, but she kept stopping me. "Give me the shirt." "What?" "Give it to me. I'm going to destroy it so no one has to see this vulgar shirt ever again. Lady, this is my favorite shirt, plus I'm not stripping down in the middle of a park." I decide enough is enough and forcibly push past. As I walk away, she sees all the patches on the back of my jacket. "What is that?" My jacket had a lot of metal band patches, like Anthrax, Metallica, and Judas Priest. "That rock music is the work of the devil. Give it to me now." She starts running after me. I run faster because track team. She eventually gives up chase and leaves me alone. The entitled mum tried to take this person's shirt and, like, literally chase them for it. I also love that she said she was going to destroy it. Like, legit remove this thing from the face of the earth. No trace can ever be found of this. Anyway, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. That would mean absolutely everything to me. I hope you enjoyed. And, yeah. See you in the next one. Don't know when that will be. Probably soon.